Because I told you William Ruto is a high-grade commercial sex worker. He can take any amount of money. William Ruto anapenda pesa kujiliko. He loves money. He sees money, he starts shaking. So William Ruto can whatever, the money, the obsession with money. This obsession with money will make him accept and bend over backwards for anyone who presents it in front of him. So we have these people, these importers. First of all, they pay the government, and then they bribe the MPs to pass laws which make it difficult, which make it expensive to produce locally. So here, when you go to grow something, when you open your company, when you open even your store, your restaurant, your what, everything is just being met with high production prices, pushing you out of the value chain. Why? Because they've been paid by somebody. And so we had zeroed in on Somali oligarchs. Why? Not because we hate the community. In fact, the community is reeling under the weight of the oligarchy and how they have been oppressed over the years. They've been oppressed. You can see the leadership, even after receiving over 2 trillion in devolution funds. Since the advent of devolution, the Northern Frontier districts, they contribute 0 to the Kenyan GDP, 0. Yet they have the noisiest activists on the media. They have Ahmed Nasir. Ahmed Nasir cannot let us drink our beers in peace, pretending that he's the next best thing after sliced bread. He every day he pretends that he's a genius. Now that he has gathered so much courage that he even wants to take over the judiciary. But it's not him, it's the people behind him. Because think of it like this. These guys, first of all, they captured parliament. Vale was the leader of majority. Junet was the leader of the opposition side, minority. Through them, they were able to bribe MPs to pass laws which have been unfavorable to domestic producers, to domestic farmers. Anything that is produced locally in Kenya, they touched and meddled. They just came up with laws to favor who? To favor importers. So they captured parliament. EACC, they have their people there. They captured it. IEBC, it is captured. DCI, Mohammed Amin, captured. NIS, Nurdin Haji, captured. KDF, Aden Duale, CS of Defense, captured. Now they are becoming more ambitious, greedy and more ambitious. Now let's take down the judiciary. Ooh, hey, Ahmed Nasir, come here. Kapa, let's wage a hate campaign against Mother Kome. Yes, the judiciary is corrupt. The judiciary is very corrupt, but it won't be purged. It won't be reformed at the terms of oligarchs. It won't be reformed at the behest of thugs, of barons, a cabal of thieves. We cannot mortgage our country's heritage, our country's sovereignty, our culture, the fabric of our society. We shall not mortgage it. We have seen them turn Nairobi CBD upside down because what did they do? They went and paid Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, that faggot, that idiot. He was paid to erect Alcoblo. So they had Alcoblo on every entry point in Nairobi. It was where? There was one in Parklands. There was one on Uhuru Highway. There is one on Langata Road on this side. There is one on Mombasa Road. They literally choked all the traffic coming into Nairobi. And so the nightlife died because all the hotels, all the people who used to come to Nairobi stopped going to Nairobi. That's why you keep on making noise about bars in residential areas, but in the last 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that wasn't the case because there were no bars in the residential area. All the bars were Nairobi CBD. So they killed CBD, they killed the street lights because killing the street lights, first of all, is a deterrent, so insecurity goes up. And then they forced the cops to be patrolling the streets of Nairobi. These cops, when they patrol, they actually implement an official curfew. So you're being arrested from 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. for loitering. And we are supposed to be in a progressive era where we are embracing 24-hour economy. You understand? So they killed all the traffic into CBD. All the bars that we used to love going. You remember them, Dodies. There used to be, I don't know, there was Dodies, there was Tanager, there was Wine Bar, there was all the beautiful places we used to love to go. There was Simas, there was Florida, F2 and F1, there was New Veranda, there was what? All those places we used to love to go. Suddenly all of them became Somali restaurants. And this is not at the community, because even when Somalis go to those restaurants, they are not sold food for free. They are not given food for free. They are sold for like the rest of us. But it's a clique which wanted to gentrify Nairobi. But they are using, unconventional means, because they cannot thrive in a competitive environment. I told you competition scares the weakest. That's why they resort to such underhand, under the table tactics. That's why I told you someone like Boniface Mwangi, the activist, he's scared about good governance because he has nothing else to offer humanity. He has no known skills. He has no intellect. He only knows how to sell out. Selling out is his currency. Selling out is his only strategy to survive. So he is threatened that a good governance structure will condemn him to irrelevance, will condemn him to brokenness, and he won't afford to take his children to Brookhouse. So what does he do? He can only sell out. He can only undermine mass movements. So it's the same with these people, because they cannot thrive in a merit-oriented environment. Now they have to bend systems and processes to their favor. First of all, they have to ensure that their people are in key positions. And how do they get there? They find pliable politicians who have garnered their mandate from the people, but then now turn their backs on the very people who elected them to go and serve vested interests. So you have William Ruto, a commercial sex worker, somebody who loves money even more than money itself. He can be bought by anybody. He can be bought by anything that is moving. He's given money like this. Which position? He just throws them there. Pick the position you want. Who are you? Nurdin Haji. Nurdin Haji sits down with David D and all these other guys, and then they say, let's go for these bloggers. Let's go for this. I told you, motherfuckers, me, I was not an activist. I'm going to do this full time now. I'm going to do this full time. Me, I was okay. You make your own money, but now you're even rocking up. You're coming to my house and then breaking the door, punching me because of tweets, because you think you're God's gift to humanity, because you think you're called Nurdin Haji, and your father was Yusuf Haji, the Rift Valley commissioner. He used to perpetuate ethnic cleansing in the Rift Valley at the behest of Daniel Arap Moi, when nothing was done to him, and you think we are still living in the same era. You still think that just because you have bribed the journalists and your name is not in circulation, we are going to forget. We are going to unsee all the crimes that you've done. We are going to forget that there are over 200 Kenyans, 300 Kenyans who have died, other 100 missing. You have 30 people who are said to be in the black sites that you are holding, the young boys that we fought for, we called for their release the other day. And you think we are in that era. Shame on you. Shame on you, my brother. I feel pity for you because we can't continue like this. We can't. You can abduct the son of a CS. If you can abduct the son of a CS, what about me? What about me now? What about me? I'm just an ordinary Kenyan. I have no godfather. I have no what? What would you do to me? And we are supposed to be hearing that news and just celebrating and acting like life is normal. Well, maybe other people would, not me. Maybe other people would, not me. So we have seen that there is a source. And I always tell you, follow the money. Follow the money, and now we've zeroed in on Somali oligarchs. We've zeroed in on these people who are shipping stuff through Kismayu port, find their way to Garissa, duty free. Because of that sugar, we are going through all this trouble. Because of their money. They are hearing that William Ruto is going to leave office, and they are going bonkers. They are going crazy. And so they can activate their money to ensure William Ruto remains, because they need a pliable, they need an agreeable, they need an acquiescentiable president who will take their money and serve their interests. so they can go through great lengths to get their will, to have their way. And so we are seeing, like when those cops came to my house, I was very confused. I was extremely conflicted because it did not seem like ordinary police work. These guys were personal. These guys were very angry. They were very angry when they were punching me. They were very angry. I asked them, nimekukosea wewe nini? Kuna mahali nimekula bibi yako hapana? Nimekula msichana wako hapana? Why you being so brutal with me? You're already 10 of you, so I can't do anything. But the brutality and the anger these people had, it was not normal. And that can only come from money. They had been incentivized to come and arrest me. Even now I hear they've been given incentives. Whoever gets me will get 10 million shillings or something, or a promotion. They've been incentivized. So this money is coming from somewhere, because it's not our taxes, obviously. This money is coming from somewhere. And I have deduced that it is coming from Somali oligarchs. And so one of the measures that we are going to take right now is we are going to cut our dependence on sugar. Because if this sweet sugar is the one bringing bitterness to our mouths, bitterness to our lives, causing us, for me, within the last 3 months, I've not been living, I've not been interacting with anyone. I've been underground for what? In my own fucking country? And I'm being done this by foreigners, by people from a neighboring country who want to come and capture our country. If you go to Tanzania right now, they put checks and balances which are keeping out foreigners from investing in that country. Any country, even South Africa, once they go there, they are told, no, there are limitations to the amount of property you can buy. There are all those limitations. Why are we being made to feel like we are refugees in our own fucking country? Because there is this people, there is this group, there is this cluster, small cluster of people. And I told you one thing, if the British financial system expunged Russian oligarchs, why can't we have that conversation? They're trying to say that, oh, Francis Gaitho, oh, you're one, oh, you're targeting the community. Even the community knows themselves how their leaders, how their elites have fucked them over, have shafted them left, right, and center, have fucked them sideways. Their community knows. So we cannot speak about this. I am a refugee in my own fucking country because of Nurdin Haji and Mohammed Amin. And because William Ruto will never sack them because he has been paid. He has been paid a lot of money. He'll never sack them. So it's us now. Are we going to continue like this? Nurdin Haji can abduct people. There is not even a single member of parliament other than Senator Medho of Nyandarua who has called for his removal. There is not a single MP who can speak. They have captured our entire infrastructure, our entire checks and balances. They have captured it. And we are supposed to live like it's normal. No, fuck with their money. It's the money. Follow the money. It's always about the money with these guys. It's not about liberty or constitutionalism. No, it's about the money. They have an interest. Those positions that Mohammed Amin and Nurdin Haji are holding have been bought for by other people. Have been paid for to serve their interests. So, let's start. Cut your dependence on sugar. We have seen that this sugar is the one which is financing bad governance. That they can arrest, they can first abduct peaceful protesters. They can arrest bloggers just for tweeting. Things that even Nurdin Haji himself never condoned when he was in the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. I swear, go and read. Nurdin Haji is the one who used to recall those cases. He's the one who used to throw them out. But now that he's in there, but we understand that he's only projecting the depravity and mental impotence of William Ruto. But still, there's some limitations. You're turning us, people who we were never active, you're turning us into activists, and you think you're gonna win? She's sending 10 fucking policemen in my fucking house. with 2 cars. You're sending them for what? Because of tweets. The policemen come, they punch me, they kick me to the ground. What? They frog march me without my shoes, put me in the trunk of my car, of their car. Because I've killed who? Because I've raped who? Because I've done what? Have I stolen anything? No, this Somali entitlement has to be put to a halt, has to be brought to a halt once and for all. Because this is Nurin Haji and Mohammed Amin. And they are working at the behest of the sugar cartels. The oligarchs. These are the ones who are flooding the political establishment with money. Our MPs cannot speak. They cannot raise an issue. They cannot even convene a press conference just to call for the removal of these characters. Even when the evidence has been laid bare. Even when a cabinet secretary himself is saying that his son was abducted in conjunction with these thugs. So we have to, at some point, we have to say enough is enough as a people. We have to reject this bullshit. And you're speaking from a victim perspective. You're hearing from a victim's perspective. You're hearing it from me. That when those police when they broke into my house, the anger that they had was not normal. I will hold that image forever in my mind. It will never leave my mind. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized by that experience because these guys were angry. I don't know why they were angry. If you look at the CCTVs which were shared, you'll see the way they are pushing me. They are making me walk. You'd think I had stolen something. There was another incentive, and that incentive was money. One of the policemen even took a photo of me so that he can go and claim money. He can go and claim money because, we have got most wanted criminal. Oh, it's time for the bounty. Pay the bounty to us. These are the characters that you're dealing with. They are ready to suspend the law, and once they get to the judiciary, that's why Ahmed Nasir wants to capture the judiciary so that they can have even pliable judges. You go there, it's a formality. The case you've already been tried and the ruling issued behind closed doors. So we shall not reform. We shall not overhaul the judiciary at Ahmed Nasir's terms. No, we are going to do it at our terms. Because this has become too much.